Welcome to Cybersecurity Summit 2022. It's a pleasure to receive Victor Fuenmayor on the Cyber Talks. And today, actually, welcome first. Let's start from that part.
Thank you, Rafael. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Victor, yesterday, one of the most topic that I think is being covered inside of the event was the identity.
Yes.
And I can see that is a big pain in the market. And I think, first, thank you, Okta, for to support us in this initiative in terms of bring the knowledge. Mm-hmm. But yesterday it was pretty clear that Okta is on the right space. And your talk actually highlight many issues with a perfect solution that blends everything together.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you, Rafael, for having me here. Yes, and definitely Okta is the main focus on identity, bringing solutions to cybersecurity and risks out there. So, and yeah, like you said, a lot of the topics that not only Okta covered, but also other vendors is, cybersecurity, zero trust, basically identity protection, authentication, right, login less, eliminate the friction when it comes to users logging in, and at the same time not impact their experience.
No, and I think that was fantastic because I think one thing that I mentioned to my dev teams one day was that it's kind of outsourcing as well that part of logging. So you're not having a team always kind of if you have a multiple application, so it's a multiple kind of teams working different authentication. So this is it's kind of a hurdle for a team to be kind of maintaining, updating. And I think this is kind of a very good position for Okta to supply the needs and kind of hey, take care of my door. And you take the authentication away from me and my team. My team can concentrate doing other activities.
Exactly. So you have to keep in mind Okta, and now with Auth0, there's almost 5,000 employees working in identity, right? So we're experts. Like you have 5,000 experts working on identity and monitoring every type of attack that may happen, right? Which is your front door, right? So if anything happens, it's going to be protected with Okta. And you only worry about your application, what really makes you money, right? So that's really the highlight to make here.
No, and I think it's fantastic because I think most of the hackers at the moment, it's not they are being lazy, but actually they are trying to, what is the best way for me to get inside of our organization? It's credentials, right? Identity. So that's exactly what's happening. So they are not kind of spending too much time because I think as is being mentioned yesterday as well, the return of investment for the hacker is too long, and they are not using complexity to kind of complex attacks. It's actually is identity.
Right.
So and one thing that I know as well from Okta, you guys have a very kind of precise feeds to understand if there is a behavior happening in that credential, also if it's being manipulated or even has been breached, so before even the user knows.
Right, so to your point, hackers are not hacking anymore, they're authenticating.
Good point.
Right? So because of that, yes, like they can do credential stuffing, right? They can try phishing, they can do social engineering, all of that to gain access. The last, attacks that we've seen out there that are, have been very public, are really, authenticating, like hackers, not really hacking, but authenticating. And then when it comes to protecting that type of behavior from bad actors, yes, it's all about the context. It's all about monitoring and seeing the behavior of the user, learning about that behavior, and then applying, rules that will monitor and block this type of behavior whenever it's recognized, right, from an attacker.
Victor, thank you very much for the talk. It was fantastic to see your presentation yesterday, and also fantastic show that you gave us about identity.
No, thank you again for having me here. Happy to be here at this event. Looking forward to many more.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rafael.